Now, hair is a sensitive issue for many people, even those of us working on this programme. And here in Turkey, it's an industry that's difficult to ignore. Turkish barbers are, of course, well known, but it's the country's doctors that are now putting this country on the hair map. The number of hair transplants has gone up by 250%. So we sent our reporter, Charlotte Dubinsky, to get to the root of the issue.
It's one of the most visited cities in the world, but not all who flock to Istanbul come to take in the sights. It's also popular for those seeking to repair their hair. Amongst them is Colin Evans from London. To the untrained eye, he looks like he has a full head of hair, but he's worried he's a little bit thin on top.
That's been something that's worried me for years. I think I've been slowly receding for about 20 or 30 years, to be quite honest. And although I've been told that I don't really need one, it's something that's bothered me. Also, it limits the way I can do my hair because I tend to grow it forward and cover it up.
After a quick #1 haircut, the surgery begins. Hair follicles are removed from what's called the donor site and transplanted into the desired areas. It's a time-consuming process, but the patient remains awake throughout. Well, Colin is having his surgery in there, and he's one of thousands of people every year that come to Istanbul to have hair transplants in the hope of having luscious locks once again. And this is one of around 350 clinics in the city, all offering hair surgery at the snip of a price of elsewhere. In Turkey, the average cost of a hair transplant is around $2,000. That will often include transport and accommodation. The same operation in the US or UK could cost up to $25,000. It's estimated hair transplant surgery brings in around $1 billion each year to the Turkish economy, with around 200 operations taking place every day. But as more and more people are lured here by lower prices, there's concern illegal clinics are opening to take a cut.
The important thing is, if your surgeon is successful is 99%. But in Turkey, we have some problem. We have many clinics, but they don't have any doctors. They are technician clinic. This is illegal, but they are working in the market. Of course, the successful rate is very low.
Colin hopes his surgery will be a success, but it's a long wait to find out. It'll be around 8 months before he'll know whether or not the cost of his hair transplant was worth it. Charlotte Dubinsky, TRT World, Istanbul.
Well, let's catch up with Colin now. He's still in London and he joins us by the phone. Colin, how's it going so far?
It's going very well, thank you. I've sent some photographs over. It's growing back.
Yeah, we're going to take a look at those right now, actually. I have to say, Colin, it does look a bit painful. Did you feel anything at all?
Well, actually, it didn't really hurt at all because there was a lot of anaesthetic injections. I was a bit worried about the needles, but actually went to a hypnotherapist back in London before I went to Turkey. And I didn't actually feel any pain, and I was felt quite calm and serene, and I kind of meditated throughout the whole process, I'm saying.
And are you glad that you spent the money to get to Turkey and also for the transplant?
I think so. I hope it can turn out well. But one thing, actually, I don't mind the look of myself with a shaved head. I always thought I had the wrong shaped head, but actually I don't mind it now.
All right, Colin, thank you very much. Thank you very much for the update. We'll come back to you in a few months' time to see the full results, we hope.